Good morning, you wonderfully complicated human. Welcome back to Annoyingly Resilient. Today we need to talk about something many of us are strangely talented at. No, not overthinking. Although, yes, that too. Today we're talking about moving the finish line. You know what I mean. You accomplish something, you finally do the thing, you make progress, and instead of saying, wow, I actually did that, your brain immediately responds with, okay, but you know the phrase, I'll be happy when I lose the weight, when I make more money, when I finish the project, when I get to the next level, when I finally have everything figured out. And listen, having goals is not the problem. Goals are good. Wanting more for yourself is not a bad thing. The problem is when you never let yourself arrive anywhere. Because every time you get close, you move the finish line. It's like running a race where someone keeps moving the finish marker every time you get close. Eventually, you'll start wondering, wait, am I even making progress? Yes, you are. You just haven't been letting yourself notice. Because here's something we forget. Progress is not only the giant dramatic moments. Sometimes progress is you handled something differently than you would have before. You tried again. You asked for help. You showed up when you didn't feel like it. You kept a promise to yourself. You did something that used to scare you. Those things count. Even if nobody clapped. Even if nobody noticed. Even if your brain immediately tried to minimize it. And speaking of your brain is very creative. Sometimes it will look directly at evidence of growth and say, interesting. But what about this one thing you haven't done yet? No, we are not doing that today. Because constantly focusing on the next thing means you never actually recognize the thing you already accomplished. And that gets exhausting. Imagine if you talk to a friend the way you talk to yourself. Your friend says, I worked really hard and finally finished something I've been struggling with. Would you say, okay, but why haven't you done 5 more things? Probably not. You'd probably say, that's amazing. I'm proud of you. So maybe try offering yourself that same courtesy. Today's challenge. I want you to find one thing that you have been dismissing. Something you did. Something you survived. Something you improved. Something you tried. And instead of immediately asking, what's next? Pause. Actually acknowledge it. Say, that mattered, because it did. Resilience is not just continuing forward. It is also noticing how far you have already come. Otherwise, you spend your entire journey chasing a finish line you never allow yourself to reach. And that sounds exhausting. We have enough exhausting things. So today, stop moving the finish line. Celebrate the progress. And then, when you're ready, take the next step. Not because you are behind, not because you aren't enough yet, because you are already someone who is showing up. Now, get your ass up anyway. I'll see you tomorrow.